Hello, it's Laura from Divine Light Yoga, and I am talking about how to get teens to actually participate in yoga. So I'm hearing a lot from parents and some school teachers, but mostly parents of teens, that they're finding it difficult to get their teens to actually do yoga. They don't want to participate in it, they don't have the motivation or the energy to do it. And, a lot of teens, they're going through, busy, overwhelming times of their lives, and they actually just want to relax and switch off a little bit when they do get some downtime. So one way in which you can get them to do yoga very passively is to get them to do it in their bed. So they can do it first thing in the morning because they don't really want to get out of bed, even though they know they need to wake up, or they can do it at night, or really just in the middle of the day when they're chilling out on their bed. They can do some really restorative breathing or postures, and they can do it in their bed. They can do it on the sofa. They can really do it anywhere if they're just lying down on the lounge or in the grass. But in the bed is a really appealing one for teens. So using really restorative poses, and especially because they're in the bed, they actually have the pillows and cushions that they can use to support their body so that it can be really restorative. So some really great postures are reclined butterfly, so where they lie down in their bed and they have the feet together and their knees out to the side, and they can place cushions or the duvet or blanket underneath their knees to support their hips. So it allows their hips to open up. It's really relaxing and restorative for the nervous system when you've got the cushions underneath the knees and the hips to really support them. And they can just close their eyes and just take 5 belly breaths. They can stay there for as long as feels comfortable, but even just doing 5 deep belly breaths is going to be very restorative for teens. And even that in itself can help them have a more restful night's sleep. Another nice technique in the bed is simply legs up against the wall. They don't even need a wall, but they can. So they lie in an L shape, basically. And I actually do it without the wall, but just as simple as this. And they can close their eyes again, place their hands on their belly, and just do 5 belly breaths to relax. If they want to place their feet on the wall, they can. If they want to place a cushion underneath their hips to make it even more comfortable. And this is just about relaxing the lower back. It's a very, very gentle inversion. And it's just a great posture for in the bed, but also to calm their nervous system down. So again, even just 5 breaths, but they can stay there as long as feels comfortable. If they do have the back of their legs and their heels against the wall, they'll be able to stay there for a lot longer. So they can literally just do it, with their body on their bed and the legs up against the headboard. And then another really nice one that is very restorative is taking a pillow and just placing it along the shoulder blades as they lie down. And that helps open up the chest, opens up the back of the shoulders. This is definitely something that teens need when they spend a lot of time over desks, on screens, on their phones. And you'll see a lot of teenagers in this kind of slump. So their shoulders are forward, the organs are compressed here in this area. So we really want to help them open up the front of the body, open up the chest and the shoulders, and release the neck and the shoulders. And so just getting them to lie down, placing a pillow underneath their shoulder blades, just elevates it a little bit, opens up the front of the chest, opens up the heart area, the front body. And again, just get them to close their eyes and take a few deep belly breaths. So working with the nervous system. So really, really simple postures. It's a great way to get them to do it. If they're hesitant to get out of bed in the morning, you can compromise with your teenager by saying, okay, you can stay in your bed for an extra 5 minutes, but try these 3 yoga poses while you do it. It's a great one to introduce to them. So if they wake up in the middle of the night, they're struggling with insomnia, they struggle to actually go to sleep, then they can try one of these postures in the middle of the night just to calm their nervous system. Or yeah, in the middle of the day when they're feeling really lethargic, I do it myself. If I'm feeling really tired, but I can't nap because I've got stuff to do, and I just need 5 minutes away from my screen, I will literally just get on my yoga mat or even just outside on the ground, and I will just do one of these restorative postures, and it really does, it's restoring the body, it's allowing the mind to take a little rest. But it does help to re-energize you in a really restful way. So there's lots of other postures, obviously, that teenagers can do that would be restorative, that they can do in their bed, that you can introduce to them, that they can do at home by themselves. But these are just 3 that I find work really well. They're great for opening up the hips, the lower back, and the chest and shoulders, which are really some problematic areas for teenagers. Where they do often have a lot of discomfort and pain. And they are restorative for the nervous system, restorative for their mind, and it really only takes 5 breaths to feel a massive impact. So if you're a parent, then you can introduce these to your teen at home so that they can do it by themselves. So you're not having to constantly trying to engage them in yoga. You can just give them these 3 postures, or perhaps just start with one and encourage them to do it in their own time. If you are a classroom teacher, or you're a PE teacher, or a kids yoga teacher, teen yoga teacher, you can introduce these postures to them, and again, just encourage them to do it at home. So just sharing the knowledge with them, and then encouraging them to do it at home. So comment below to let me know when you've introduced them, how your teenagers have enjoyed it and what their feedback is, because I would love to know.